Okay, imagine this. It's 1943. The world is on fire. Tanks roar across Europe, bombers rumble overhead, and suddenly, out of nowhere, a small buzzing object appears in the sky. It's fast, it's silent, and it's carrying a guided missile that can find its target with laser precision. Yep, one modern military drone, dropped into World War II. But here's the twist. Its mission is simple: take out Adolf Hitler. So what happens next? Would this one piece of 21st century tech change history forever? Or would it crash before even getting close? Let's find out. Let's start by setting the stage. It's early 1943. Hitler's at the height of his power. The Allies are still fighting tooth and nail across Europe, and the D-Day invasion hasn't even happened yet. Now, imagine the Allies somehow time travel and drop a modern drone. Say, something like the MQ-9 Reaper, used by the U.S. Air Force today. It can fly for over 20 hours, reach speeds of nearly 500 kilometers per hour, and strike targets with pinpoint accuracy using Hellfire missiles. For comparison, the most advanced German fighter back then, the Messerschmitt Bf 109, could only stay in the air for about an hour and needed a pilot who could easily get shot down. Our drone? No pilot, no risk, just pure, high-tech death buzzing through the sky. But before we celebrate, there's a problem. First, how do you even control it? Modern drones rely on satellite communication, GPS, and encrypted data links. None of that existed in the 1940s. No satellites, no GPS. The only radio systems around were primitive and slow. So if our drone suddenly appeared in 1943, it would basically be like an iPhone in a caveman campfire. Amazing, but totally useless without signal. Unless, of course, we also sent back a modern control station and a team of trained operators. Let's assume we do. They'd need power, lots of it. The Reaper requires around 30 kilowatts of electricity for its systems and ground controls. That means generators, fuel, and a secure location. So maybe our time travelers set up shop in England. From there, the drone takes off, heading toward Germany. Next problem, radar. You might think the Germans would spot it, but their radar technology in the 1940s was pretty primitive. It could track large bombers, but a small drone flying at medium altitude might go completely unnoticed. So yes, it could probably sneak through German airspace undetected. But could it actually find Hitler? That's trickier. Hitler was extremely paranoid about being assassinated. He constantly changed locations. His main base, the Wolf's Lair, was deep in the forests of East Prussia, heavily guarded, camouflaged, and surrounded by anti-aircraft guns. Still, imagine the drone locates him, maybe through a modern database, facial recognition, or some incredible 21st century AI. It locks on, launches a Hellfire missile, and boom. Mission complete. Hitler is gone. But what happens after that? Here's where it gets complicated and kind of dark. Killing Hitler sounds like the ultimate fix history move. But removing him in 1943 might not end the war instantly. In fact, it could make things even messier. By 1943, Germany's military was already a massive machine that didn't depend entirely on Hitler's daily orders. His generals, many of whom were far more rational, might have taken over, negotiated smarter strategies, and even delayed defeat. Some historians think the war might have lasted longer without Hitler's bad decisions. Remember, he personally overruled his generals a lot, and most of those decisions ended terribly for Germany. So ironically, taking him out early could have helped the Nazis survive longer. And there's another twist. If word got out that a mysterious, pilotless aircraft killed him, both sides would have lost their minds. The Allies might have thought Germany developed some kind of ghost weapon. The Germans might have called it witchcraft or American black magic. The paranoia alone could change the entire course of global history. So what's the final outcome? Best case, the drone succeeds, and chaos inside the Nazi regime speeds up the end of the war. Worst case, Germany reorganizes under stronger leadership, and the conflict drags on for years. Either way, one drone wouldn't rewrite history as neatly as we imagine. Because technology alone doesn't win wars, humans do. It takes communication, logistics, and people on the ground who know what to do next. Still, imagining a sleek, modern drone flying over 1940s Europe? That's the ultimate butterfly effect. One missile in the right moment, and the 20th century could have turned out completely different. So what do you think? Would a single drone have changed history, or just made it stranger? Drop your theory in the comments below. And hey, if you love mixing science, history, and wild imagination, hit that like button and subscribe for more mind-bending what if stories every week. Because who knows, next time, we might send a Tesla Cybertruck to the dinosaurs.